So, I've been using the iPhone 13 Pro Max for more than 2 years, and truly speaking, during this time it has been a fantastic device to me. With the launch of the 15, the 13 Pro Max is cheaper than ever. In this video I am going to tell you if the 13 Pro Max is still worth buying and using in 2024. iPhones were always made of premium materials, and the 13 Pro Max is no different. This device is made of glass on front and back with a stainless steel frame. The glass on the back is matte, so it doesn't attract fingerprints. In contrast, the frame is glossy and it is a fingerprint magnet, but it just feels amazing when holding it. I absolutely love the flat sides of this device. I use this phone in a case since the first day I got it, so I don't have any scratches. The 13 Pro Max is a heavy device, and it always gave me the feeling that it was worth the price I paid for it. This device is also IP68 water and dust resistant. Overall, when it comes to the build quality, I have absolutely zero complaints about this phone. Another great thing about this device is the display. The iPhone 13 Pro Max has a 6.7-inch OLED display. The resolution of this display is in between FHD and QHD, so it is very sharp. It is also a 120Hz panel, and I really love this feature. The display of the 13 Pro Max is just amazing. Sure, it still has the notch and it cuts on the content, but if you get used to it, then you won't have any issues with this display. The display of the 13 Pro Max is very color accurate and it gets insanely bright. Watching HDR videos is just a joy. My iPhone 13 Pro Max runs perfectly iOS 17 and I really love its new features. I have no complaints with the software. It is fluid and it doesn't have any lag. If you get this phone, you will for sure have software support for at least 4 years, so if you are that type of person that keeps a phone for a long period, then this phone it is worth it. When it comes to the performance, honestly, the 13 Pro Max is still incredible. This device comes with the Apple A15 Bionic chip inside, and during my usage it has been unstoppable. The 13 Pro Max is as powerful as most of the 2023 flagships. It comes with 128 GB of storage, which is normal these days. If you want more storage, however, you can buy variants up to 1 TB. It does a fantastic job with the RAM, even though it has only 6 GB, and in my usage it never reloaded an app. As you know by now, the iPhone 13 Pro Max has an amazing camera system. It comes with a 12-megapixel main lens, a 12-megapixel ultra-wide lens, and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with a 3x optical zoom. All of its cameras are able to take great shots in daylight every time you press the shutter button. Even in low light with night mode enabled, these cameras are able to take decent shots most of the times. Sometimes, however, I struggle with light reflections, and even though it is much improved compared to previous iPhones, it still is behind phones like the S23 Ultra. This isn't a major issue, however, since it rarely happens, but it can be better. The front camera can snap great pictures in daylight too, but in low light I don't think it is the best. When you activate night mode with the front camera, the screen becomes so bright sometimes it hurts my eyes, and I don't like this implementation. When it comes to video, just like before, the iPhone is superior compared to the Android competition. Sure, it can't take 8K videos, but this isn't a deal breaker since 8K on Android isn't as good. At 4K, however, the 13 Pro Max is simply amazing. Another area where the 13 Pro Max shines is with portraits. The newest Samsung devices do an amazing job when it comes to edge detection, but when taking portraits, my skin color looks much better on the iPhone. The iPhone does also come with a bunch of features like the cinematic mode and the system filter, but to be honest, I never use any of them since I like the default options better. Just like many iPhones before, the 13 Pro Max comes with stereo speakers. These speakers are some of the loudest and crispiest in the industry. One of the best features of the iPhone 13 Pro Max is the battery life. This phone can easily last you through a day even if you are a heavy user. I play many games per day on this device and I never had to charge under 1 day. As you can see, the battery health of my device is under 90%, but I think for more than 2 years of usage the battery has held up very well. So, battery life shouldn't be a concern with this device, not just now but for many years to come. Charging, on the other hand, isn't as fast since it takes more than 90 minutes to reach 100%. Wireless charging is present, but to be honest, I rarely charge this phone wirelessly since the battery is so good. A feature that I would have loved to see in this device is reverse wireless charging. The iPhone 13 Pro Max, just like every iPhone before, has an amazing security system. Face ID has always been extremely reliable to me in daylight and even in low light. So, is the iPhone 13 Pro still worth it in 2024? Yes, it is, and nowadays it offers a better value for money compared to before. Its launch price was $1,100, and even for that price the iPhone 13 Pro Max was worth it. In 2024 you can find the 13 Pro Max in a great condition for $800 or even as low as $750. For these prices the iPhone 13 Pro Max is amazing. It has a premium build quality, a great display, a powerful processor, amazing cameras, and a great battery life. The iPhone 13 Pro Max is just amazing. If you are a user of this device, let me know your experience in the comments section below, and if you did enjoy this video, feel free to hit the thumbs up button. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.